Any given day between October and March. Place, Hawaii. You're looking down the Kamehameha Highway, gateway to the north shore of Oahu. This is the pot of gold at the end of a surfer's rainbow. Any surfer, that is, who's seeking big waves. Those who make the surfing safari to the islands will live in houses like these that dot the shoreline from Haleiwa to Sunset Beach. No high-priced hotels here, but every window has a millionaire's view. This charming little Hawaiian modern comes fully equipped with wall-to-wall beds, a few built-in bugs, rents for $95 a month, and split 14 ways. That isn't bad. Surfers purchase these custom-built island Land Rovers, stall at the surfing beach of their choice, and then wait for King Neptune to kick up a few waves. This is the winter residence of Ian Jackson and a few fellow travelers from San Diego, California. All are currently enrolled at the University of Hawaii. But it's Christmas time here in the islands. It's t-shirtless weather, and the boys put aside their books to do a little field work in oceanography. And depending upon the size and direction of the swell, the surfers have boards and beaches to suit their needs. It might be a perfect day for a hot dog board at Pupukea. Or a little body tumbling at the Bonsai Pipeline. Maybe a fast right slide at Haleiwa. Ian gets a little fancy here. Tries to hang 5 over the nose. Runs into a little difficulty, but he recovers nicely. An awesome man killer at Waimea Bay. Having described briefly a little about what goes on out here during the winter, we sensed our little mystery guest was getting somewhat stoked. So we decided to really pump her up and proceeded to lay on our version of how the sport of surfing began. And in the process, it almost ended for a few surfers. Let's drift back into the dawn of time. Back to the time when man saw that first wave. This Piltdown creature strolling down the beach looked out, saw the curl, promptly flipped out of his ape-like skull. This fugitive from an archaeologist's notebook became our first wave rider. The result was something you'll never find in a local museum. Time passed, a few waves rolled in, some glaciers receded. Man invented the wheel and also learned to body surf. One of the finest examples of this is demonstrated here by Larry Lundbeck from La Jolla, California. A too-much day at a place they call the gas chamber. Larry Lundbeck, truly poetry in motion. Now back to our plot. Can't get by performing like this on waves without attracting a few admirers. like most female admirers, just when things are starting to get good, she's ready to go home. Probably wants to set her hair for the Adams Rib Ball. Peering out from behind the soup, he caught the high sign. Yeah, sure, okay, baby, just a few more little drops. If she gets up, pal, you'd better listen. And so, not too anxious to have his name inscribed on the Dead Sea Scrolls, he heads for the beach. As you can see, our wardrobe department went to great pains to procure these authentic originals from the Stone Age period. Saturday afternoon, she probably wants him to go home and mow the cave. And so, while our hero worked on his Flintstone fully automatic cave mower, others were busy inventing the planing surface. While racing across the face of one of these waves, they spotted a strange new breed of man on the beach, armed with a surfboard. What else? Yeah, those lousy things will never work. This guy was especially encouraging, did a little coughing for the boys. But the waves were there, challenge was there, and this new breed of men were not to be denied. So out they went. And here's our version of the first surfing attempt ever made. As good a place to start as we could find. The Banzai Pipeline. This guy was really all wrapped up in his work. How does this grab you? Stick your hand in the water, baby. Drive! Right to the bottom. And that brings us right back to the present time. Surfers are riding bigger waves than ever before. They're riding them better than ever before, and they're riding them faster than ever before. But there comes a time in every surfer's life, a time he actually seeks, when he'll take off on a great big wave, commit himself, and a little voice from way down inside seems to say, "Off the wave! I want to get off." The big day has finally arrived. That long-awaited trip to the islands. Uh-oh, here comes our hero, Joe. Every picture needs a hero, Joe. Jumps out of his Bavarian Woody. Opens the rear door.